What's going on, guys? We're back here again today. Welcome back to the channel, Savage Panda Projects, the habitat for horsepower. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about turbo inlet pipes as well as turbo muffler deletes on your Volkswagen Audi MQB car. Now recently, I've been getting a lot of questions and comments about these performance parts in some recent videos, so I thought I'd take a little bit of time to kind of give you a general outlook as far as what to expect out of these parts, and we'll go ahead and take a minute to provide you guys with some sound clips for your turbo inlet pipe as well as your turbo muffler delete. Let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and jump into our discussion here. So like I said in the beginning, we're talking about turbo inlet pipes as well as turbo muffler deletes. Now these are very basic, common bolt-ons, simple airflow mods. I think that's a great starting point for anybody that's wanting to get started with their build as far as any MQB car. And I think it's really important to keep these in mind for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I think we can agree as car people, aftermarket carbon fiber air intakes are very expensive. And I do think that it makes sense to invest in a good air intake system, but it's got to have a purpose. Now, I will say in some cases, I think that a lot of people might find themselves disappointed with the performance gains they find by just installing an aftermarket air intake system by itself. You can of course have the nicest air intake, the most expensive, fancy carbon fiber system. With that kit by itself, you're really not going to pick up tremendous gains. I really feel that's kind of where the inlet pipe is an important mod that is rather slept on compared to the flashy carbon fiber parts. So for you guys that don't know, a lot of these companies, pretty much everybody out there, they make aftermarket performance inlet elbow pipes, which is basically going to replace that really small, undersized plastic elbow piece in your air intake system. So this is something I've talked about in other videos. I think that across the board, for anybody that wants to make some performance gains, this is going to be a key ingredient for sure. Because at the end of the day, you can have the greatest intake, but if you still have that really small restrictive plastic elbow, you're just not going to make the most out of it. So if you take a minute to look at the design as far as that factory turbo muffler piece, you can see it's got those different baffles in there just to kind of redirect the airflow to sort of cut down on any of that induction noise from the turbo. Now this is totally something that is optional. I don't feel that a turbo muffler delete is an absolute necessity. I can understand why a lot of companies would opt for a straight through turbo muffler delete just to eliminate any restrictions from the baffles from your factory turbo muffler. So I think this mod does have a purpose. Usually sells for around 100 to 150 bucks, around the same price point as a turbo inlet elbow. I think if you want to squeeze every little bit of power out of one of these cars, if you're moving into larger turbochargers, you want to make more gains, I can see getting all the pieces of the puzzle to really maximize your airflow. So now that we've kind of got a basic understanding as far as the purpose of a turbo inlet pipe as well as a turbo muffler delete, what I'll go ahead and do is I'm going to give you guys some sound clips as far as what you can expect from these parts from the inside of the car. So hopefully you guys can hear just a little bit of that induction, just a little bit of that spool. Not insanely loud, and I will mention, of course, this car, I have not touched the stock diverter valve, no aftermarket blow-off valves or anything like that, which of course you really don't need them. Save your money. You guys can hear that a little bit there. I went ahead and popped the sunroof, as you guys can tell, just to try to get a little bit more volume inside the car. Kind of hear just a little bit of that whistle there. Hopefully you guys can hear some of this turbo induction sound. I think it's got a nice pleasant whistle to it. I always appreciate some fun, whooshy turbo spooling sounds. So let me know what you guys think. And again, turbo inlet pipe, turbo muffler delete, APR, carbon fiber intake system, stock diverter valve. I think it's a great setup. You guys make sure to leave a comment down below, hit the video with a thumbs up, subscribe for more. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.